everyone, and welcome to today's stream. I'm Stegs.
And I'm KP.
And this
I'm
is
fueled
the
by
On-Deck stream.
I'm fueled by burrito power.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, man. Yeah. You got this.
There's a little bit.
You got this, man. All right, so yeah, we're pretty much going to get straight into what everyone is going to be talking about, which is obviously the big store overhaul.
Yes.
So for those that aren't entirely sure, we're going to play the video for you so that you know what's going on, so that you know what we're talking about, although I'm sure most people do. So let's play the video, and then we're going to come back and we're going to answer some questions and we're going to talk about it some more.
Here we go.
Greetings, Captains. I'm Stegs.
And I'm KP, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming store overhaul.
There's going to be a lot of changes to the store and the in-game economy over the next few months, including
Free rotation,
rework of ship prices,
removal of DNA,
overhaul of drop pods to make them more exciting,
missions and campaigns,
switching legendary skins to ultimate skins,
an overhaul of the daily missions,
and more.
Now the store overhaul will be happening in several phases, and we anticipate this to be completed in 3 to 4 months' time.
The first stage of the overhaul will be released soon and will include free rotation and the rework of the ship prices.
The platinum cost of each ship is going to be flattened to 990 platinum. This means production and prototype lines are going to be cheaper, but vintage and classic lines are going to be going up in price.
The credit cost of ships across the board is going to increase too. But with free rotation and new ways for you to earn credits, like missions and campaigns and more ultimate skins, players will be able to reach their ship goals within a reasonable amount of time compared to other competitive hero games.
Now, it's understandable that there's going to be a lot of questions about all these changes, so we'll be hosting a live on-deck stream on our Twitch channel tomorrow, the 13th of July at 5 PM UTC, so you can ask any questions you might have. You can find the link in the description below. That's
all from us. Let us know what you think about the changes in the comments, and we'll see you on the battlefield. Right, okay, so store rework, overhaul, whatever you want to call it.
Both.
So that's going to be, as we said in the video, that's going to be coming in phases. The first phase is going to be free rotation and the ship cost overhaul as well, rework. So a lot of people had some questions on Steam, which we're going to go through now. So I have this on me. So this might answer some of your questions already. So let's go for, where are we going to go for? Let's go for, first up, we're going to go with one. This is more of a, this is a question and a statement that we're going to answer basically. So it was Van Tuz that asked this. One, I think you can safely charge more platinum for prototype ships compared to other types. Two, ship prices are going up significantly. My exact opinion on this is going to depend on how much more credits we are going to earn from these missions. So far, I doubt it can increase the total earn rate 1.5 times to compensate for the price increase. Well, that's the thing. With the new missions, you're going to be able to earn a number of different things. You're going to be able to earn credits, you're going to be able to earn drop pods, which are also going to be overhauled as well. And they're looking really cool.
Exciting.
Very exciting. But, I mean, whether you'll be able to earn ships at the exact same rate as you do right now is questionable. It's probably going to be a bit slower.
Well, it's also going to be a bit more rewarding when you do get to that point. You'll be like,
yeah,
now I can get this.
Exactly.
Because that's one of the things we've seen earlier on. People were just like, yeah, you can get a lot of stuff early on, which is great.
Yeah.
But it's we want to feel more rewarding, and also with the free rotation in the mix, you get to see and play a ship maybe before you even get to that point. You'd be like, now I definitely want to go get that.
Yeah, and that's the free rotation is actually quite a key thing here, because some of the comments were talking about how newer players would only have one ship, but and also how we've already got the firing range and solo play.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with free rotation, we're giving you're going to have access to, is it 5? I think it's 4 on rotation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to say 4 on rotation. Everything in this on deck is subject to change, as always. There we go. We might as well put that out there now. So yeah, you're going to have access to more ships than you do now. and they're going to be rotating. And the reason we want the free rotation to go in is so that you can actually try out the ships in combat properly, because solo doesn't give you the right combat experience.
Not really. From the responses we've seen of AI captains as well, you've got to work up to that point of, now I have this and I can play it in PvP, but with the option of having it there at your disposal. And I'm sure we'll be highlighting when the changes will be happening. We'll be like, this week this is the ship, well, the ships that are going to be available, and then you can be like, oh yeah, I definitely want to play this week because I get to try out this one. Exactly.
So yeah, we're quite. I'm excited about free rotation. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be good. Let's have a look. So a big question on everyone's mind: what's going to happen with DNA if it's removed? What's going to happen?
Just get it out of there.
Just get it out. Just see you later.
No, that's not right.
Not really. That's not right at all. That's not what's happening. So basically, with DNA, the plan at the moment is that we will convert DNA into the XP that you get for your legendary crews. And I was actually talking to Jim, our creative director, about this yesterday.
Too many blows to the head. You might have played with him.
Too many blows to the head. Really bad player. I'm joking, Jim. If you're watching, I'm sorry. Sorry. And he was actually saying that in the future, what we want to do as well is we want to use that crew XP that you get on ships as well. And what the ship XP is going to do is you're going to earn ship XP for master skins. And that excites me a lot, because I play Heroes of the Storm a lot, and I play only for master skins. So I'm like, about that.
Also in Paragon, when you see someone who does have a master skin, you go, oh no, this person knows how to.
That's it.
This person knows how to roll with this.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like I have a master skin. I have a couple in Heroes, and I'm still terrible. So, people probably get a little bit. But that doesn't matter. That isn't confirmed for any particular time point, but we obviously want to get that in soon because master skins would be super cool, Yeah.
So
that's what the current plan is with DNA. We don't know what the conversion rate is yet. We don't know how we're going to deliver that, but that's just what the plan is. And also, the DNA conversion isn't happening at the next update. It will be happening at the update after that. So your DNA, you might as well be saving your DNA still. Don't just get rid of it.
Sorry, I'm going to write down some questions because it's going at some speed here.
That's quite right.
There is a good one from Bodman. So
you write these questions down, man. I'll continue. Okay, so Seraphine asked on Steam, will these campaigns be like the current World of Warship campaigns? He also said quite a lot more than that. I'm going to leave it at that. So actually, I spoke to Will about this today, and I had a look at the design brief. And yeah, it's actually really similar to how World of Warships works. So with the campaigns, you'll basically have say 5, sorry, somebody was shouting out there. That really freaked me out. So you'll have like 5 little nodes, which in each node, you'll have certain missions that you need to complete. And each mission will get a little bit harder as time goes on, basically. So, your first one could be, and this is just me plucking random stuff out of the air. This isn't an actual mission. But your first one could be get X amount of gamma captures. And then, it could go more into get however many takedowns without dying or something like that. So it gets a little bit harder. And that's pretty much how the campaigns are going to work. And so you'll be able to earn rewards at each stage of the campaign and at each node. So once you then complete all of the nodes, then you unlock the big prize, which at the moment is looking like we're going to take away the previous daily rewards. You guys, some of you will remember, some of you will still be on it, that we've got the login rewards where you just log in and you'll eventually get the 2 ultimate skins.
The 30-day and the
30-day and 60-day.
Yeah.
So the current thinking is that we're actually going to take that out and we're going to put that as the first 2 campaigns, and then we're going to work on more campaigns as time goes on.
On that note as well, we're obviously subject to change, but we'll be looking at if there are people who are partway through one of these daily reward like login bonus sections, the 30-day and the 60. We'll try to work out a way for you to easily get the rewards. We might even just give them to you because we don't want you to be stuck. Like as Rance is just saying, he's still on the 60-day. We don't want you to be on day 59 and then this comes into effect and then you're stuck doing like I don't know, a week or 2 weeks worth of
you've logged in for
like
29 days and then you're like, ah! So no, that's absolutely right.
And if you've got the skins already, there'll be other missions and
if you've got the skins already, the campaigns will grant you basically a bigger reward. Again, not entirely sure what that's going to be. It obviously isn't going to be the ultimate skin. It might be a ton of credits to make up for it. It might be something else. We don't know that yet. But again, the missions and campaigns are going to be coming in at a later date. That's not for this update.
Just so we can have more.
If you can read that,
I
awesome,
can. Yes.
Because I can't read that.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, sweet, good. Okay. So Monty Blank on Steam said, will loadout prices increase as well? No, the loadout prices aren't going to increase, and that's purely because we had a look at the entire economy, and the loadouts are actually okay. They're doing all right for the prices they are, so we didn't want to change those. That's it. Simple question. There we go. And the final question that I've got on here, obviously there will have been more questions on Steam. We basically wanted to get the ones that were most asked and answer those first, and then open it up to you guys. Basically.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have got questions which we'll get to.
Exactly. Yeah. So the final question: will legendary skins get a rework? And the answer is not yet. So we're basically going to be converting them to ultimate skins so that you guys can have another way of getting more credits. So obviously they can't. I'm going to go with it. They can't.
New words.
New words. Yeah, we're going to make words up on the stream now.
Words.
Yeah, why not? So they'll grant you a 20% boost on your credit earnings whenever you use them. And we didn't want to have to be like, oh, well, we're going to have to wait until we do all the VFX for those. We want to be able to get that out soon so that you guys can start earning more and then start working on the VFX and get those in. It's just a case of priorities. For us, our priority is making sure you guys can still play the game, earn credits, do what you need to do, and then we'll get the VFX in, basically. And that's all my questions. That's my questions, man. That's the ones that I've picked out. So yeah, I think we're
what
pretty
about
much...
that really interesting Facebook question, which was saying if we're going to change the logo so it's not a fidget spinner?
Let's just clear this up, right? I just want to clear this up, okay? Right. Fidget spinners became popular a couple of months ago. We all know.
Yeah. They
became very popular.
I don't have one.
Right. I don't have one either.
We're
no.
Fidget spinnerless.
Right. Fidget spinner free. And we designed the Fractured Space logo before that. I'm not salty. I'm not salty about people asking this question, okay?
I don't know.
All right? But I'm just saying, yes, it does look like a fidget spinner. All right? But it's not. It's Fractured Space. That's what it is.
Ooh.
Got it. I even slapped the tape. That hurt my fingers a little bit.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Because that will affect your spinning
probably.
ability.
Right, let's open up for some questions. What we got?
Right, so Bodmans was saying, actually, because I don't want to paraphrase.
Go on.
Bodmans was saying, isn't it great that it was actually slowed down?
I'm happy that we slowed that down, yeah. It's made it a lot easier.
Here we go. You are going to be effectively doubling the grind. Are you rolling out the increased credit earnings at the same time? Having those being separated seems counterproductive to the new player experience.
Yeah, that is a very good question. So no, basically, is the answer. It's the extra ways to earn credits are going to be coming out at a later date. I think it is actually planned for the next update.
The one after.
The one after this one. So there is going to be a period where it's a little bit annoying, a little bit difficult. So yeah, it's a kind of frustrating situation. But yeah, that's the way it is. Obviously, though, for new players with them having free rotation, they're going to have access to 5 ships anyway, which is quite a lot for a new player anyway. And to be honest, if they also want to, if they fancy buying something with platinum anyway, everything is flat now, so you're all good with that too.
I think people think we're splitting the player base with the campaigns. That is not the case.
No.
It's not a separate thing.
No. Right. We should explain. Okay, we should explain these. Okay. So what you're going to have is you're going to have a daily mission, which is going to be something really simple, probably quite easy, to be honest, that we expect 100% of the player base to be able to do. Again, I don't know. I can't give you an example of this. Maybe it would be something like X amount of forward station captures, X amount of mine captures. Something that doesn't affect the game, how people will play the game, basically. You know, something that you already do that would promote good play, basically. Then you're going to have a weekly mission, which is it's going to be made up of, I think, 5 different phases, which, similar to the campaigns, are going to get progressively harder. And all of these are done in PvP or quick play. There may be some missions and some campaigns that can only be done in PvP or only quick play, but that will say what the situation is there. So yeah, the weeklies, they'll get progressively harder, similar to the campaigns. So the first mission might be, again, X amount of captures. The next one might be X amount of kills in a certain manufacturer. I don't think we're going to do certain ships.
No, I believe if it wasn't going to be ships, it'd be a type of ship. So
yeah.
If you support or a tank.
Yeah, that's it. Because otherwise we would have a few people just being like, hey, I've got to play Watchman this time. I've got to do it. And then somebody else that might have the mission as well. Because they're not the same for everyone either. The missions and the dailies and the weeklies aren't the same for everyone. Well, definitely the dailies. I might need to double check the weeklies. But so you'll get a daily pop up and it'll be like, hey, this is what you got to do today. And you'll be like, okay, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to re-roll. That's right. You've also got a re-roll option. Boom. There we go. Throwing it out there. I think it's cool. Yeah, the re-roll thing is cool.
It might be something that you're just like, oh, I don't really play support.
Yeah.
So I don't need to get support points.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's give it another shot. Let's try.
Yeah.
See if I get something that it's more appealing to me to earn.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah. Anyway, I keep going off on tangents while I'm trying to talk about the weeklies. So yeah, and with each of the weekly phases, if you like, you'll earn something when you pass each one. So it's not like you have to complete every one of these 5 things to be able to get this big thing. It's like you have to complete this and you get this, you complete this, so you get a bit more, you get this and you get more.
Kind of like some of the events we've been doing lately where you don't have to do everything. There's options of like, oh, I'd rather earn for Titan or USR and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I don't have to do everything.
Yeah, that's it.
But if you want to earn the most, get playing.
That's the one.
As much as you can.
Yeah. So it's really, it is quite similar to World of Warships. I had a look at Will's design doc today, and I looked at World of Warships literally on the same screen, like 2 different monitors, and they are quite similar.
You're saying we copied World of Warships?
I'm not saying we copied World of Warships, but their system is really good. So it's fun, it's challenging, and you can earn some really cool stuff in there. So I think it's absolutely a positive.
Good stuff.
All right, there you go. So it's not going to split the player base.
I like that. Poex Nebula saying, so will the Vanguard legendary skins be ultimate skins too? Yes, all legendary skins are going to be becoming ultimate skins. There's not much else I can really say on that. If you've got legendaries, they're getting ultimate.
Yep.
We're making them big.
Yep, that's it.
They're getting ulti.
If you haven't got legendaries,
get some.
Buy some now, because they're going to go ultimate. And then you're getting an ultimate skin for what? What is it? Like, I shouldn't have gone into that because I don't know what platinum price they are. for cheaper than an ultimate skin.
There you go.
Go.
Saved it.
Yes.
Let me see if we've got some other good questions. It is very helpful actually if you guys put the Q as well.
Yes, it is.
No, not when are they going to be fidget spinner ships. Whoa. Don't tilt him.
This is why we slowed down chat.
Yeah, I just saw. I'm not seeing Qs. Get your Qs.
Get your Qs on. We should have put that as a rule. I did once do one where I made them do the join thing to ask a question. It didn't work out that well. No. There's a Q.
Q. I don't understand the. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's it.
Where's it?
There.
Oh yeah, I do not understand why the flat 990 platinum. Any comment on why did you choose this model? So we can get away from this idea that things are better, because if it's more money, it's obviously going to be better, isn't it? Like, you look at anything in the market, basically, like consoles, shoes, houses.
Sure. Yeah.
If it's more expensive, it's likely to be better, isn't it? Whereas,
for sure.
If you don't have the time to invest, basically, and get through the game and earn in-game credits to unlock ships, there's the option that all the ships are available for the same price. They're all balanced against each other, and it's good times.
Yeah. And also, to be honest as well, if because I know what's coming after this. What's coming after this is, but they're still going to look at the credit prices and see that they're more expensive. The thing with that is, for starters, obviously platinum is actual money, so that therefore has more of a value and makes it seem more important. So if we had higher platinum ships, they would look like they are better. But if we had a flat credit rate, we'd have to make the credit rate like 1 million or something. It would, I mean, that's just a number picked out of nowhere, but we'd have to make the flat credit rate quite high. And we don't really want to do that. We want you guys to be able to earn ships. You know, we don't want to be like, hey, every ship is 1 million credits, and then everyone sort of be like, oh, wow, that is a huge grind to get to.
Yeah.
You know, so we want those to be attainable for you guys that have the time to play the game, rather than if you don't want to buy them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nothing in life comes free, guys.
It doesn't.
Hypergrip says, DNA was a necessary byproduct of the Wheel of Doom. The more crew you own, the higher the chance to get a double. Converting doubles to DNA was necessary so players could use the completionist tab to get their missing crew for their collection. When DNA is being removed, how does that change the way players acquire crew? Will the random number generator no longer contain doubles? Or might we even do away with the terrible RNG altogether and just buy crew directly?
Ooh. That was a lot. That was a very big question. That was Hypergrip, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Classic Hypergrip. Well, for starters, drop pods are obviously being overhauled, and this does mean, I'm so happy to say this, the Wheel of Doom is gone. Get out, Wheel of Doom, we don't want you anymore.
Oh, but I loved it.
No, you didn't.
It was the best part.
Don't lie.
Oh.
It was, oh man, I'm so glad that thing is going. So the Wheel of Doom is going to be gone. And what it's going to be replaced with is drop pods. And they're basically, they're similar to crates, I guess you would get in other games.
Which leads into the question I was going to ask later on. What are you going to change to make drop pods more exciting from Bodsman, so we can hit 2 birds, 1 stone right now?
Banging. Absolutely brilliant then. So probably the biggest change to the we're going to call them drop pods from now on, okay? Drop pods, that's what they are. The biggest change to them really is that you're no longer going to get just one thing out of them. So you'll get, I think it's 3 at the moment. I think that's the that's the number we're going with at the moment. Obviously that's subject to change. And that can be anything that you can already get at the moment, plus a few more things that we're going to be putting in a little bit later on, which are still in discussion. So we're not going to talk about them basically, because we don't want to talk about things that just aren't going to happen. So we'll wait until the next on deck before we start talking about everything else going in drop pods. But the whole experience is going to be gonna feel more rewarding. You know when you go into Overwatch, and I think Overwatch is a really good example. And you get your crate and you click to open it, and it's like boom, and you're like I've got stuff.
It's flying in the air.
Yeah.
Different colours.
I mean, it's not going to be, it's not going to be Overwatch's stuff, but it's going to be more of a sort of a big thing to open a pod, and it's going to feel rewarding when you get the stuff in the pod, and you'll obviously be able to get your crew members and everything like that. In terms of buying them separately, I don't know what the status is on that.
I'm not too sure.
No.
Because, as we say, this isn't all completed yet.
Yeah.
But we wanted to get out, let you guys know what is coming. But yeah, we don't have final details on things like the drop pods and other things.
Yeah. So, but that is obviously something that we'll get some more information on and try and get some updates on that for you.
Trying to look for some good ones.
If I look really sweaty, it's because I am.
Axel, as there are skins tied to individual skin ship XP, is there going to be more detailed data available for us to analyse our individual ship performance? For example, which ship we have scored the most takedowns, the most captures, etc., etc. And I believe that is something that we're talking about in the future. It was in one of the captain's logs, more stats about how you play and what you play.
Yeah.
Basically, what you're the most efficient in, and run down all your stats, get deep into the numbers. But also, you saw the results screen.
Yeah, there's a new results screen.
Which is going to be different in the way that there's separate tabs on it now, rather than just here's the scoreboard, what you earn. It will start off with your personal progress in that match, so what you did, how many captures, etc., etc. Basically, what you did, and then you can go to the scoreboard. And then I believe there was something else that I got mentioned.
Well, there's another one where you can actually compare what you did to another player. So you can literally compare your stats, and it's all nicely laid out. It's really simple to look at. So you can just compare your stats with any other player within that game, which I think is an awesome feature. Like, you can, if you've got somebody on your other team, like, Rook seems to think that he's the best Basilisk player in the world, whereas we all know that I am. So if I've got Rook on the other side and a Basilisk, and I'm on a Basilisk, and obviously my team's going to win. So I'm gonna, and if I happen to don't win, lose as it's sometimes called, then I'll just be like, I'm going to compare just to have a little look and see what's exactly happened here, and I can see exactly what Rook managed to get and what I managed to get, and it's really cool. It looks good, and it's simple to read, and it's just more stats for you guys to delve into. We'll have more details on what actual stats are going to go in as time goes on. But yeah, it's looking cool. It's looking good, and I think I'm excited for everyone to be able to actually delve into their own stats a little bit more, and
it's what I love about in Dota. Like, I love to get into the nitty gritty. I'm always on Dota buff, and Stegs is like,
I don't understand it, and he's like, why did this guy take a thingy there and a magic wand and a sword snake?
No, wait. Everyone should have a magic wand. Let's just get that right. Magic wand to save lives. Hashtag magic wand to save lives. Get it spreading, guys.
Let's get that
going. But that's nothing to do with Fractured Space. There was another good question, but it keeps scrolling around. Rancid Rants filling in, telling people why credit can't be flat like platinum.
Yeah.
Because we'd have to make it too high for you to
sure.
earn that.
For sure.
Other than just giving it away to you. Sorry. Senavita, will it be possible to get skins from that pods as well?
Yeah, it will.
Yes.
Love getting skins from pods. Who knows? You might even get 2 in 1. You might. It's possible, I think.
Kyochi switching legendary skins to ultimates. I guess we'll have to pay something, or at least achieve a feat. What will be the cost to convert? Nothing. We're just freely upgrading them to ultimates.
They're just all getting upgraded.
And so, let's be fair, there's some legendaries that look better than ultimates.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously down to opinion. But, I mean, there will definitely be some people that prefer certain legendaries
to
other ultimates.
Right,
There you go. You heard it here first, folks.
This is the No Man's Sky stream, right? The dude in the blue shirt is Sean, but I think he shaved. No, this is Drake. This is...
I don't think I look like Sean. I've seen Sean before.
Yeah, I've
seen Sean a lot.
We used to work near Sean.
And I don't think I look anything like Sean.
No.
He's a lot taller than me as well. Much taller.
Wrathwine, when can we expect ranked mode? It's not really a question for now. We're talking about the store and what's coming in the future.
It's going to be a while off.
Like, sure, ranked is in the future.
Yeah.
Don't take that as me saying, no, that's never coming, but...
Yeah. In the future.
Zach F, will the Akula Raider ever get teeth?
We can... was that Zach F?
Yeah.
All right, Zach F, start a petition. Get everyone to sign it. We'll put it to Ginger Gladiator and the art team. And if he doesn't do it, we'll get the pitchforks with you. Okay?
Yeah.
We'll do that.
There we go. We're on your side.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little showcase of the new stat screen? Just like flash it for a second. We don't have the stat screen.
I can't. But
I do have when you'll be going into a match, and this is not finished.
This is very work in progress.
There's a thing you'll see and you'll go, oh, that's
You'll
not
be
right.
like, oh, that's none of this is right. No, it's not. It's just a design.
This is
Go, yeah. Yeah.
You want me to push the button?
I want you to push the button. Go for it. Go for
now?
it. Push the button, yeah.
Right now.
Right now. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So when you're loading into a game...
That's it. That's it. So it's basically a little preview of the brand new loading screens we've been working on.
And this ship's got 5 vector cannons.
It does. It's actually the Black Widow in the shape of a Sentinel as well. Oh. So obviously, yes, that's just a design for the sake of this is what the loading screens are going to look like. It's obviously wrong information, but the actual information will be right.
Yes.
Hopefully.
So there we are. We're back in the room.
But yeah, I mean, that's basically... And the thing with that is with loading screens, there's also a new death screen coming as well, which has got... the death screen's actually quite cool. It's no longer so invasive. So it starts with just a bottom panel, just giving you a bit of information. And you can just press spacebar to expand it. And then it gives you it obviously fills the screen and it gives you loads more information. It gives you a hint on how you died and what you might want to do next time. And then you can just close it by clicking. And it's a lot better. It looks a lot more clean. It looks crisp. That's what I like about it.
I love crisp.
You do love crisp. And the whole thing with that is basically just making the game look better. All of that actually helps towards not just the new player experience, but the player experience, like all of your experiences, and with the hangar and things like that. I mean, before as a new player, as any player, you'd load the game, you'd be like, oh, spaceships, With the new hangar, it's a bit more like, oh, like that looks cool, It's just to kind of, it really does help having all of this polish in just to make it look like more of a sweet ass game, man.
Triple A.
Yeah,
that's what I like to say.
Yeah, I like to say that. Yeah.
That's not really a question. When are you putting Invoker in fractured space? That's not a question, Joe Bat. New UI coders.
Joey Bat's a dev. Get out of here. Go home.
Magic 1 saves lives. Good stuff.
Good. I like that. That's catching on.
Its aggression. Is it objectively better now for a new player to open crates hoping for credits to get the ships now while they're cheap, or should I tell them to save them for the improved drop pods? That's a tricky one to say. It's all down to opinion. Like the new drop pods, more stuff is going in them, stuff that we've not announced yet, and you're going to get more stuff out of them.
Yeah.
So it's subject change, not likely to be one thing.
Yeah.
You get multiples in a drop pod.
So you may not get credits in a drop. Like
Exactly.
There's a chance you might not. So.
But also in drops right now, there's possibility you won't get that many credits as you're expecting. So it's it's all down to that RNG.
Yeah, for sure.
Blasted RNG. Snedge, Stegs is about third the height of Sean.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair.
Probably correct.
He's a tall guy. It's not like I'm short. It's Sean's tall.
Wrathwine, the game would feel much more MOBA-like if the minor mobs had some guardian units which attack us and stuff, and special place you hold for better units and more. No, true, but the emphasis that we've always tried to do with Fractured Space is you're not fighting creep waves, you're fighting each other. That's where the real battle is.
Yeah.
Huge capital ships, duking it out, whoever's the victor.
That's it. That's it.
With the upgrade, you talked about this, Axel, but maybe you missed it. With the upgrade of legendary skins to Ultimate, will the change be limited to credit boost, or will there be added effects? Initially, it'll be the credit boost added to them, but in due time, hopefully, we'll be able to get back and rework some of them. Some of you might have been checking out on Millennia streams where it's going back and doing the ghost, etc. So those things do take time. It's not you just run it through the editor and push a button and go. Okay.
Yeah. I wish you did.
Yeah,
I wish
so
you
do
did
I.
just do that. It would be so much easier. Put lightning on this ship. Done.
I pushed the lightning button. There we go.
Hey, Monty Blank's in here. Monty Blank, I read out your Steam post, which had the same question. Will loadout prices increase as well? No. There you go.
We're keeping them as they are because everyone knows the real goodies in Fractured Space is the ships.
It's the ships.
And the ability to customize them how you want to play shouldn't really be reliant on how many credits you have, or if you want to unlock it with the spare platinum that you've been getting out of drop pods.
Sorted.
Then we've come across Senavita. This is a serious question. Please do miniature ships that we can buy and showcase on our desks. I'd love to.
I'd love to as well.
Yeah.
In the future.
I want the Ares Destroyer. I want a 3D print of that. That's something that's actually a problem. We have looked at 3D printing before.
Yeah.
But the way some of the ships are made and built together apparently is a real problem for 3D printers to do. Like something like the Leviathan is actually quite simple, but something like the Disruptor.
I thought they could do anything.
They can do. It just becomes a option of like, hey, this smaller ship is actually more expensive because it's more intricate and there's like parts missing and stuff. So whereas the big chunky ships, it's just like make this.
Okay.
I think Alex, Ginger Gladiator, will probably have a bit more info on that. Might poke him on that.
Yeah, he loves being poked.
Just especially like right in
between the eyes.
Go like,
loves it.
Hey, Ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger, sorry that interrupt your game.
Yeah.
But
particularly when he's in game, because he's not an angry guy.
Well, he's playing the game. He's more likely to be able to answer questions about it.
Absolutely.
Playing the game.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Yeah.
Then we've got people loving the loading screen.
Nice. That's good. I'm glad.
But I don't see stats. That's not the stats screen charger. That was the loading screen.
No, that was loading. There were no stats on the
Vector cannons
screen.
OP.
Vector cannons will be OP.
Wrathwine, will instant replay of the last 5-10 seconds of life after you died?
That one's been difficult.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to reveal like enemies' positions and things like that. And
it's sure it'd be different after the time you've seen it, but
yeah, it's one of those things where we've talked about it a lot, and it's not we're definitely not putting that in. It's a maybe in the future if we can find some sort of happy balance between that sort of thing, but not right now. The death screens are what you're going to get for now.
Yeah, and which that's changing as well. You'll be able to get more information about a certain ship from the rough mock-up I saw in the game, and you'll also, this is the cool part, because right now it does my head in.
Yeah.
When you die, because I do die a lot, and you see the death screen, and there's sometimes where it doesn't appear, and you're sort of seeing someone, and then it just bloop, pops up, and I'm like, I was watching my teammate right there, and you try to click it away, and then it goes on to the other person.
That's it.
I'm like, oh man. Whereas when you die now, from what I saw, subject to change, it pops up a tiny bar just above your ability, What the? What are you laughing at?
'Cause I already told him this.
Oh, did you? Yeah, well, I'm just
I
going over
wanted
it
you
again.
to keep going though.
Yeah.
But I couldn't
No,
keep a straight face. Keep
Pops
going.
up and then you just push space bar.
Yeah,
boom.
and it comes up.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And this will come with new destruction as well.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think that's only for a couple of ships at first, isn't it?
A couple of ships have the they'll break apart
Yeah.
into segments. Again, on how the ships are built in the editor, it's some of them are easier. It would be a bit more work for ones further down the line,
Yeah.
breaking them apart, but they'll
It's a
still
lot of
melt
work.
away into the ether.
Yeah. Get out of here, ship.
So I believe it was Pioneer, Colossus so far. I want to say the Disruptor, but don't quote me on that.
Okay. We'll go definite Pioneer
Yeah, Pioneer and Colossus.
and Colossus. Yeah.
Will definitely break apart. Someone was saying, how much would the Furion pack cost? And I talked about this on Discord earlier. Because of the changes to ship prices in the Platinum, that will change the packs when they come out. So from being 1,990 Platinum, they should be 1,485 Platinum when the new ships come out after this store overhaul. There's that. Any news on the new upgrade system? Still on hold, Jafty.
Yeah.
Because that has to be correct when it goes out.
Yeah. No news whatsoever. on
Every ship needs specific upgrades. It's not just like before, an across the board. Are we going to be able to double boost?
that.
Good
Ooh,
question.
Great
Kenobi.
question.
So do you know what sucks when right now if you've got like a 360-day credit booster, you open up a drop pod and you get a single credit booster and you go, well, I can't do anything with that. Well, now you will be able to.
Yeah, you
When
will.
this comes in. So if you've got a 360, a 7-day, you can't use two single boosts.
No.
You can only use one. But if you've got one of these timed boosts, you can then use a single credit booster on top of that. Because I've got a whole bunch in my inventory right now.
Yeah,
I've just
I know,
got,
me
and I'm
too.
like,
And we can't use them right now. So yeah,
No.
it is.
and
That was a good question.
it's basically nothing. It's worse than DNA
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
a drop pod.
Yeah.
So yes, Kent Kenobi, you will be able to double boost. I don't know what Charger's saying for 5k plat, probably.
No, not sure.
Can we see one of these master skins? No, we don't have that footage. Jet lagged, I'm afraid. Rant's trying to get 3 questions in.
Listen here, Rance.
And one we've already answered. Will rotation include brand new ships? Yes, at some point.
Yeah.
Not immediately when they come out, obviously.
That would be silly.
But at some point you will,
Yeah.
when we highlight it in this week coming in the free rotation, we'll be able to like, this one just came out. It's a prototype.
That's it. That's it.
So RNG is still in place, but the wheel is missing. Yes, as with
Pretty much, yeah.
every crate system in any game, it's pretty much RNG.
Yeah, absolutely is.
Upgrade system, yeah, we've answered that.
Spoken about that.
Have you considered making the Phantom Ghost look less like a rusty wreck and more like an actual skin?
Nah. I like it being a rusty wreck.
The thing is, it's one of those ones you can't obtain whatsoever as well.
Yeah.
So it's very, very rare, but we'll look into at some point giving it a little touch up. Ginger Gladiator confirmed, not angry guy. No, he's
true.
he's a sweetheart.
He's a lovely guy.
I pet him on the head every day.
Yeah, as long as
It's
you
like,
don't, as long as you don't kill him in Gamma, then he's fine.
Oh, he doesn't like it.
No, he doesn't go to Gamma. Remember, the devs don't go to Gamma. Sorry. Moving on.
He kind of just went off on me.
Yeah, no, I like taking the mick out of the devs.
But I screamed my name into a freshly lit fire. Ginger Gladiator saying this. I don't know about this. Oh, that's how people summon him. How much will Fury Impact cost? I answered that. 1,485.
What's
Platinum.
the Fury on status? There isn't a release date for it. Don't expect it anytime soon. It's not even in testing yet. That was Commandos that asked that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm confused.
What's
He's really loving the 1,485, but it makes sense with the ship prices going down.
Yeah.
The flat price.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was going to be that. I didn't think it was going to be PogChamp status sort of amazement. Oh! From Nebula, why don't have the new ships have any loadout options? Because people started not liking loadout options in the sense like, oh, you just make them lights and heavies. So we wanted them to be more robust and unique.
Yeah. In the future, we would like to do more loadouts that are meaningful, that aren't just light version of this, heavy version of this. But it takes a lot of work to be able to balance all of that kind of thing, and to be able to put out new loadouts for every ship. We're not looking at even just 3 months work here. We're looking at like months and months and months. And right now, there's just other priorities that we need to focus on.
Yeah, absolutely. Fisby, what do I do with lots of creds in the future? That's a question we'll be answering soon. Very soon. We're going to have some more stuff coming into the game that you'll be able to purchase basically with credits and use within game.
Yep.
You can't have your question as just got here what I miss. We're not going all the way over it again. Black Line of the Stars.
That was a good try though. I like that. That's cheeky.
From Black Line of the Stars as well, can we trade credits to friends? You can do that for free on the Discord. You don't have to use credits to get friends on the Discord. You just pop in there.
No, I think what he means is,
can you give?
Can I give
friends?
credits to friends? No, you can't. No.
If you want to give credits in the Discord, though.
Yeah, if you want to make some friends, go to Discord as well.
Like real money credits. I'll be your friend.
Moving on.
Gamma Tech, you're getting rid of DNA. Will our stockpiles be replaced with anything we can use? Hit it.
Yeah. What's going to happen is we have answered the question before, but we're happy to go over it a couple of times. So DNA is going to be converted to crew XP. So that's the XP that you get for leveling up your crews to legendary. Plus, and this is the bit that I really like, because I'm going to just keep saying it again. I spoke to Jim, aka Too Many Blows to the Head, and he said in the future we want to have that crew XP be just XP. So you would also put that on ships as well. And what that is going to do is the ships, you'll then gain XP in order to unlock a master skin, which is going to look super cool. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to those.
I can't wait.
Talking about the Phantom Ghost, do not change the Phantom.
That's true,
Keep that exclusivity.
Yeah.
See? It's a rare one, so people don't want it touched with.
Yeah. One of those things, isn't it?
I purchased DNA for actual money as I bought all the Steam packs. Now that DNA is going away, does it transfer to something else? Just like we said.
There you go.
You can change it into your master skins and leveling up your ships and getting crew. Leveling up crew, sorry. We keep on. Everyone's asking about DNA.
It's cool. We've answered the DNA one a lot, so I think these people will probably know now.
When is the next opportunity to get Pro Tag?
Don't know
better yet, the Revenant.
The Revenant.
I'm saying no.
Yeah, the Revenant. No. Pro Tag. There will be other events in the future, but there's not one planned at the moment.
All right, Rance. Good lad. Answering the DNA question within the chat. Everyone's on it as well. Kyochi.
Sorry, guys. I know we're sort of just like
there's a lot of duplicates coming in now as well.
We're trying to get through as many questions as
answered.
we can, basically.
Convert credits to platinum. No, not anytime soon. Ruck, when are you releasing a 45 million credit ship for me to spend it all on?
We can do that if you want, bro.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Why not?
No problem.
There you go.
No one else will like it, but...
They won't like it.
We'll just call it Ruck Ship.
Yeah. Oh, man, no. If Rook gets a ship, I get a ship.
Do you have 45 million credits?
Probably I can give myself it, yeah.
Charge a KP, the street corner credit friend, and a cap of pride. Hey, you know, if you pay the right amount. I'm just going to make it silence a bit longer.
Yeah.
That's kind of... Yeah, that's it for questions, really.
That is it.
How can we get completionist crew members without DNA? There will probably still be ways of getting the crew with credits, with crew XP. It's not final.
We just
subject
get
to
that
change.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very likely you will still earn crew in a very similar fashion as to now, but just with a different currency, because that's the thing with DNA. This is why we're getting rid of it. It wasn't doing anything else except for the crew.
It sucked.
Or getting implants. And at some point, you'll have all the crew you want, and you have all the implants you want, and then you're not doing anything with this currency.
It's true.
So it's just sitting there, stocking up, and you're like, oh, when you get it in the drop pods, you'll be like, oh, I wish I got something else.
Yeah.
So we're going to be making credits like a more useful thing that you could spend money on.
Yeah. There you go.
We go. I think that will kind of do it for questions, because it kind of ran a bit thin. We started talking about things that
That's cool.
we didn't intend to. But
Yeah, to be honest, the plan was actually to go through all the store stuff first and then talk about all the stuff we already talked about.
Yeah, which some of it we've
but
touched on.
It's fine.
Already.
So it's not a problem though. It's all right. So basically, we're going to go through what's going to be coming up in the next update. So that'll be the one that's coming out in a few weeks' time. So we will have spoken about this a little bit anyway. So for anything that we have spoken about a lot and we've answered questions on, we'll probably just kind of breeze over a little bit, which I think is going to be quite a lot of it. So first up is a new first-time user experience. So a new tutorial. So that's planned to go in for this sprint. What that's basically going to be focusing on is Conquest. So before, obviously, we found that a lot of new players were getting a bit overwhelmed with the Conquest thing. So we decided to do Frontline instead, where it was just sort of action-packed and, you know, kill each other and do all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the issue with that is obviously that people then get into Conquest and they have no idea what they're doing. Because I mean, there is a Conquest video, but I mean, I don't know about you. If a video pops up,
I don't really know about learning from videos.
I kind of close it. I'd close it for me. On a new game, I'd close the video, I think. So yeah, that's going to be put back into Conquest, but it's going to be simplified a bit more. It's basically going to be made a lot less hand-holdy, like, hey, you press WASD to move. Yeah, because that's kind of a standard now. You know, that's how you move in most games. So things like that aren't really going to be explained.
Everyone's closing the stream now because you've talked about closing videos. They're leaving in droves.
They're not. They're not. They're just trolling you. They're just.
Don't
it's
be
fine.
trolling me, guys.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it.
I'm a sensitive soul. Don't troll me.
So that's basically what the new tutorial is going to focus on: is how to play Conquest. You know, Conquest is the main game mode, so that's going to be done there. You're also going to get. It's not going to be Coda anymore. Thank God. Thank God. It's going to be Flynn, the legend that is Base Commander Flynn. Yeah.
Are you Flynn?
I could be Flynn.
I
could totally be Flynn.
What?
So yeah, Flynn is actually going to be the one that takes everyone through. He's a lot more friendly. He's a lot more charismatic. It's just going to be a better first-time user experience for everyone, which is extremely important for new players. So with that, you'll obviously have free rotation as well. New players are going to be introduced to the free rotation during the tutorial phase, so that they know what's actually going on. And that's pretty much the tutorial. I've not actually played it yet, so I can't comment on it.
It's still got a bit to do. I think from what I saw in the meeting today, it's probably playable by now, but there's been the whole work day, so hopefully at the beginning of next week or
I'm hoping so.
Might be able to get our hands on it and have a look.
I'm really sorry. Can you mute the mic a sec? This mic is really annoying me.
Okay.
I'm happy now.
Now we're back.
I'm not happy. Right, next up, we've got the stats, medals, and new results screen. So we spoke a fair amount about that. What's that? Why are you laughing?
Just nothing.
I can't read the chat, so anything you're saying, I can't see what it says because my eyesight's is really bad.
I can read it. They're sassing you.
You shut up. Right. So we have spoken quite a lot about that, and that obviously has loading screens incorporated as well. And we showed off the loading screen. Do you want to show off the loading screen again for anyone that's new? Oh, look at the loading screen! Boom! Obviously, the information on there is incorrect. We know that isn't an actual loading screen. It's kind of a proof of concept. It's a mock-up. Yeah. So that's what that's going to look like, and the stat screen and the results screen is going to look sort of kind of a similar design to that, sort of. It's going to have the same what's the word? There's like a word for like motif. Yeah, I like motif. That's a good one. And there's also a new death screen with that as well. The death screen is going to have more information. It's more user friendly in that you're not going to be going to click off. Don't even say anything. And there's going to be a lot. There's a lot of cool quality of life things that are basically just going to make the game look a lot better with this update. That's what this is about, pretty much. What are they saying now?
Nothing.
Why are you sassing me? Are you all sassing me?
They're laughing at me now because they know that I'm reading the chat and I can have it. Because someone said, "Sweet, the Black Widow redesign is confirmed. 5 vector cannons and it's a heavy cruiser."
True.
And I was laughing, and then Ken was like, I know KP's reading it."
Yeah. Okay.
Continue.
Right, I'm going to carry on.
Keep going.
Melting skins on destruction.
Not you in this heat.
No, but I am melting.
Yeah.
I am melting, absolutely. So melting skins on destruction is, again, what we've spoke about briefly before. There's basically a new destruction look for a few ships.
Which you can kind of get a look of the work in progress. We put out a tweet last week and it shows the armor scorch, so a bit more armor feedback live in the game on the ship, plus the destruction, which it was the Colossus. Yeah, and you actually saw it breaking apart.
Yeah. So that looks really cool. The reason we've done it for just a few ships at first is because we obviously want to test it, like to see how it actually goes in the live game, because anything can mess up when it goes live. We know that. You know that. So that's why, and also we need to see how it affects performance on across the board, basically, because we can use low-end machines that we've got here. We obviously test that there, but you don't really get a good picture without testing on thousands of PCs and getting the data back from that.
There are thousands of combinations of
there really
setups.
Are. So yeah, that's basically why we're only doing a few at the moment, and also. I'm sure Toonzilla was saying it's months and months of work to actually be able to do that for all of the ships and all of the skins. So yeah, it's something that we'll be putting in gradually because we don't want our artists to stay just doing that for the entire time. Why are you laughing?
Now they're trying to make me laugh.
Stop trying to make him laugh. No, this is a serious stream. You stop your laughing.
Rock's asking questions again, and he's not meant to be asking questions. But when is 3v3 coming to peak hours? I don't think there's a plan so far of that. He loves the 3v3.
Rick does love 3v3.
Sign up for Apollo tournament.
Yeah, make sure you do that.
Or the league, sorry. It's a league.
Yeah, and there's a tournament. There you go. Boom. Right, what else are we doing? For armor, a lot of people in the past have always said they don't really understand armor, which is absolutely fair enough.
Because we don't tell you.
Because we don't tell you about armor.
You go,
really,
it's broke.
do we?
You go,
it's
okay.
Like, hey, it's broke, and we don't even do that incredibly well, really. So what's going to happen at the moment is, I think, did we put was the video out of that, or was it?
That was at
that
the
was
beginning
in
of
it
the
as
video.
well.
So what you'll see is it was blue or green.
I think it was bluey green.
And it looks like a sort of a shield is being tampered with when you're shooting at someone.
Yeah.
And once that goes down, that means the armor's broken, and you'll see that because there'll be like scorch marks, basically.
Yeah.
Sorry, where you're shooting the ship.
That's it. So it's just better feedback in-game without adding extra UI to make things all cluttered. And it should help people understand a little bit more how the armor works and when it's broken and things like that. And I think it looks cool. I think it looks good. Next up, what do we got? I've got a section on other items, but some of these are subject to change and may be pushed to the next update. So first one, which is actually quite a big one, really, is a new launcher. A new launcher will be coming. So when you click play in Steam, you'll actually get a Fractured Space launcher now. And I think the cool thing about this is that you'll be able to play properly with, like French keyboards and other keyboard types. Unlike at the moment where it kind of struggles to, I'm not even entirely sure what it does.
It's at some point it's going to be quite basic when we put it out, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it will be basic.
At some point we'll be able to use that as, like on the hub, there's certain areas, say advertising things basically, we'll have spots for that. But the launcher also helps us kind of analyze your system in some way, if you're able to run it and get feedback on, this person crashed, right, we can actually pull this info.
So it's not like in a creepy way. It's like in a, where we need
it's
some
basically
data.
if you sent us your DX diag.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Yeah. So it's going to be really useful for us. So that'll be a cool thing to go in. And like KP said, obviously we can then start using it to actually put notifications in and highlight, things like that.
Because I know I don't really go to the hub.
Oh, I don't either.
I just go straight to the hangar.
No, I just get straight in the hangar. Right.
Yes, you are legally obliged to opt out charger.
What else have we got? A start game matinee. So there's going to be a matinee sequence when you start the game. Again, that's just sort of like your first experience booting it. At the moment, I think you see black screen, Fractured Space, white loading screen, another loading screen, and then the hub. So this is going to be basically you launch the game. There might be the white screen at first, or it might be it might be the matinee. I don't know what order it's going to come in. But yeah, there's going to be a nice matinee sequence, which is, for anyone that isn't sure, is a video basically. Sort of just with cool stuff going on, so that it just makes your experience a little bit more exciting, particularly if you're a new player. If you're a more experienced player, someone that's been with us a while, you're probably going to skip through it. I mean, I wouldn't watch the intro video of a game every time I boot it.
I don't know, when the escape one was in the game, I kind of watched that a couple of times.
That one was quite cool. That one was cool. Yeah. We're also biased though.
The Goliath is down.
Cut the chatter. So the art team are going to continue optimizing the ships when they have the time. That's actually more or less it. There is there is work on currently on a more foggy level.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to play a rudimentary type of this, so there will be a sector or sectors that will have very, very reduced visibility. And then everyone's saying, sensor range? Why do you want sensor range?
Yeah.
Because maybe you can't really see in these foggy sectors, but it won't be constantly foggy. We tried it in a playtest. Both, like, the whole game was basically foggy. And we went, okay, that's not that fun to play in both sectors. So we're looking at right now, so at certain times and in certain places, it will get really foggy. Kind of as the game progresses, so it becomes a bit more. Sorry, someone's saying the Paragon's done. I thought it was Goliath. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've not watched The Escape in a while.
The Goliath is in there though.
Yeah.
You've lost train of
yeah.
thought, haven't you?
No, sectors getting foggy, making it a bit more atmospheric, and that also leads to some ships excelling in these moments to help scout out the area.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure you take someone with sensor range.
Yeah, it should be cool. It should be cool. That isn't something that's coming in the next update. We don't know when that's coming in. There's a lot of testing to do around that, and a lot of discussions to be had as well around that. And I guess lastly, there's the obviously automatic point defense, which we've spoken about separately before. I have a little sheet from Stanith to explain a few things on it, just the sort of primary things to focus on. So I'm just going to read off this sheet. There we go. Okay, cool. All missiles.
I'm just going to mute.
Right,
now
so
we'll get back into this.
All missiles in the game now have their effectiveness scaled by how much health they have when they have reached their target. For example, a missile that has lost 50% of its health will deal 75% damage and have its applied status effects only last 75% of their max duration. Oh, I'm surprised I got through
That's a lot
all
of numbers.
This is actually based on a curve in game that looks as follows. You can't see, so it doesn't matter. We won't show you that because I don't have it on me. Automatic point defense deals no damage to player ships. It doesn't consume any energy. It has no limit to its duration. It has a short delay before activation, meaning missiles that are fired at point blank range will get through unless it's already active due to other nearby targets. The timer starts the moment the missiles are incoming from any range or the moment drones or buoys/mines are within range. This also means that after being disarmed, there will be a short delay before it will reactivate. The delay is currently a second. It says 1.2 seconds on this, but I'm pretty sure this was lowered to a second. Subject to change.
Yeah, they kept on saying a second today.
It only has 50% effectiveness of manual point defense. So I think we actually covered that quite a lot before anyway, but I kind of just wanted to go over that again for anybody that is wondering. And that's pretty much what's coming up.
That's it.
Usually we would do in the on-deck streams like what's a little further out. But to be honest, we really just wanted to focus this stream on the store because it's such an important change to both us and you guys. So we wanted to be able to, get out here early, let you guys know what's happening, answer your questions as soon as we can, and just kind of, get everyone on the same page, so we're all understanding what's actually going to be happening. So for those of you that aren't entirely aware, if you're going to buy ships, then if you're going to buy them with platinum, that is, then don't buy prototype or production now because they're going to go down in platinum.
They're going to get cheaper.
Yeah. And if you're planning on using platinum to buy any of the cheaper ships at the moment, then you should get those quick so that you get them now before they go up slightly in price.
Get some deals in you.
Get some deals going. And that's the same with legendary skins. You can buy legendary skins now, and they'll be upgraded to ultimate skins, and there's going to be no extra charge for you guys. So you guys can just get a legendary now, and when we upgrade them to ultimates, it will just be an ultimate skin, and it'll be like boom, like that. Well, sorry, all right?
Yeah, okay. I thought the ship had just jumped.
No. I know that's.
Oh man. So yeah,
we have fun here.
I think that's kind of it. I don't think you finished in the right way. You put the papers down in quite a nice fashion, but you should have been like, "That's that."
That is true. I do usually do that. So that's that. That was rubbish.
Yeah, that was bad.
So bad. So I guess we might as well open it up again. We've got a little bit of time for some questions if you've got any. So if you do have any more questions, let us know now, and we'll answer them. Let's do this.
Here you go.
Go on.
Let's wait on the questions. They're coming. Oh man, who put this 10-second slow-mo in?
That was a stupid idea. Don't know who did that, honestly. Who does these things?
Plans for additional game modes all the time, Blackline. We always have ideas, but we just can't because of...
the size of the team.
Yeah,
really.
Size of the team. It's a lot of work to get those things done, and don't want to split the player base too far apart.
That's it.
I'd love if there was just a mode playlist and it just went through.
Yeah.
You've got something like Overwatch
where
it goes through like maps and modes, and you don't really mind what you're playing. Kent Kenobi, oh yeah, I missed that. I like the idea of that. Are we going to be able to launch into the firing range while queuing? That would be very cool. I don't know the technical limitations of that though.
Someone was talking about it. Someone was talking about being able to just get into like a random just fly around, have a little explore, shoot some stuff thing while you're searching, but it's not something in development at the moment. It's kind of just an idea that it's a would-be nice thing.
What numbers? What happens to DLC packs and the DNA included in them? What happens to weekly implant rotation purchase for DNA? Yeah, the packs will change to not have DNA in them, and they'll most likely get the substitute of what we're going to be giving you. And
for implants, there isn't going to be an implant rotation anymore.
What?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I heard this today. There's not going to be one anymore because obviously you're going to have the ship rotation instead. And if you've got a ship rotation and an implant rotation, it's kind of like, hey, look at all these rotations. But you'll be able to get implants in the drop pods, which you're going to have multiple opportunities to earn.
What's going to happen? This is from Son of the Stars. What's going to happen to the Black Widow and her very low health missiles? Well, she's got a lot of them, so they're going to get through. Good
question. The Black Widow is another one that's been talked about a lot in the studio with automatic point defense. I assume that's what's been spoken about here with automatic point defense.
Yeah.
It's something that we are going to need to test a lot, and we're likely to have to get it out to you guys to get what's like more data on it, basically. And then if we need to make changes, we make changes. That's how we roll, right?
Robert P. Dot, so like the last few on decks, and from what you just mentioned, does this mean the features you discussed are very far along, and what you might expect the updates soon? And we might expect the update soon?
Pretty much all of the features that we've discussed, most of them are
for the next
update. But that's obviously still subject to change. We're a few weeks away from when the update will drop. So there's still time for anything to mess up, for bugs to happen, all that sort of thing. Yeah. So there could be things that we've discussed here that don't get in. And there are a couple of things that we've spoken about that aren't going to be in for sure, but I'm not entirely sure.
We wanted to let you know that they're coming later on. Because, like we said, the store changes aren't happening in the next update. It's in different phases, but we wanted to talk about that broadly today.
Yeah.
Reductive Stream, what do the devs need from the community? Patreons for dev funding, reviews for Steam, or specific hours to play to boost population? What do you guys/girls need? Just tell your friends, basically. We don't want anything drastic from you, but tell your friends, and especially keep giving us feedback about what you want to see changed.
Yeah.
What you like, what you don't like.
The feedback's super important at the moment. You know, I mean, we've spoken about player numbers so many times on the forums and replying to posts about it. You know, we know that from past experience, we know that we can get the players in. We have the whole, you know, marketing, I don't know what you want to call it, campaign, I guess, sort of planned, ready to go, but we can't do it yet.
Yeah.
Because the new player retention is still not quite where it needs to be for us to be able to do it. It's getting there. It's getting higher. But at the moment, technical issues have caused that number to go down a little bit. So just to give you an example, I've said it a lot before, but I'll say it again. The quick play update, our new player retention went up a considerable amount. We were all really pleased with it. We then did another update where it was I don't even think it was it wasn't a big update. It was a hotfix, I think, or a patch. And I think this was the one where we put AI into quick play.
Yeah.
And with that one, that brought about more technical issues. And I think it's just because of other things that we put into the game at the same time. So we're seeing that players are getting a lower frame rate since that update. And we're seeing that more players are dropping off earlier. So we know there's some technical issues that we need to sort out. So once those are sorted, the new player retention will go back up to where it was before. At the moment, it's down a little bit, but it's still higher than it was before quick play came out. Sorted.
Snedge is not very happy because you said bugs will happen.
They will happen.
How dare you, sir?
It's
Perfect.
It's an inevitability.
First time, every time, all the time.
No.
I think you need to take that up with Snedge.
No.
Yeah.
Come to the office, Snedge, for once. There you go. We can talk about it.
Hypergrip, the implant rotation was to ensure that people could complete their collections. Are you saying implants will be entirely RNG based in the future?
We don't know yet. That's another thing similar to the crew.
Because you can already get
thing.
Packs of implants.
Yeah, you can get the packs of implants at the moment. Obviously, they are still random. But it's...
Well, we're changing that from, like Martin was saying, the size of what you get inside of implants. So newer players, their first pack will get 10 implants, and then on another one, they'll get 5 implants. So they'll have 15. They'll be able to fill out a whole crew. Sure, they may not be ideal, but you at least are stocked with implants and you don't feel left out. And then as you go on, you can actually specify what you want in there. Yeah.
So it's basically still to be determined whether people are going to be able to buy implants singularly and select which ones, and the same for crew. I don't know the answer to that yet.
Any other questions? Will the Europa Gladiator be released, and are we able to trade skins via Steam at any point? I know the trading skins part and like putting them on the marketplace, that's something we've had on a post-it note for quite a while, but again, it's
priorities. It's a case of priorities.
Is it something that's going to keep a new player?
Probably not.
Depends on the player.
Yeah.
Will there be filters in the new shop? I've not seen the store rework because it's actually going to change how it looks as well.
Yeah.
But I'd assume it's going to be.
It should be laid out much better.
Yes. Will duplicate crew give XP when DNA is replaced with XP? And how will crew be bought and created? Not entirely finalised. Probably going to be quite similar to as it is now, but with credits and the crew XP. And yeah, if you get duplicates, I'm assuming you get some crew XP.
Yeah.
But don't quote me on that. Subject to change.
It's very subject to change.
Whew, saved myself.
We don't know that one yet.
Is the human players PvE no more bots on our team back at some point? I believe.
What? Is that
quick play?
Oh, for quick play.
Yeah.
For quick play, AI will always be in those games. Yeah, unless.
But just a full 5 on your side.
a full 5. You should still be able to get a full 5 when we're over a certain CCU. But I don't know exactly what that is. I want to say it's 300, but I don't know if it is. I'd have to double check that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can still get five players on a team in quick play at the moment. And also, once player numbers do go up as well, then that number can be changed so that people get five people in a game quickly anyway.
Yeah. Right. Fisby, you answered your question earlier when I read it out about the upgrade system.
Yeah.
Senavita, when can we expect AI rework for Team AI? A bit down the line, I'm guessing.
Well, there's going to be little
change.
updates with every update. We obviously did that feedback thread that got passed to the coders, so they're going to have a look through that, and they're going to make some changes. They're basically going to be doing small changes over the course of time rather than doing one big pass. And again, that's just because we're an indie studio, we're a small studio, so we can't afford to have people work on just one thing over the course of a sprint. That's just the way it is. They have to kind of, have their fingers in many pies, as it were.
Ooh,
I hate that saying. Ugh. Right.
Because why are you putting your fingers in pies?
I know, just eat it. Just eat the pie,
Right. There's not many other questions really coming in. Nebula saying he wants the trade skin option because his brother doesn't play anymore and he has the Revenant. I'm sure there would be limitations on some skins.
There would be limitations.
Be untradeable and stuff. Rance has just said as well. Black Lion of the Stars, is ECG the shiznit? You know it.
I would say the community managers definitely are. They're really lovely guys, very handsome. One of them is. So I did that. Right. There's something about my hair.
Yeah, what brand of girls' hair, or Harris Prey, does Stegs use so I can tell my mum? That's from Snedge.
Snedge, I actually use a powder that you put in your hair which texturizes it and makes it go big.
All right, we don't really need to go into detail.
It doesn't matter for Snedge anyway because he doesn't have any hair, but, I'm just saying.
I don't want his autograph, Rance. No.
Whose autograph?
Yours, Drake.
Surely you do. Who doesn't like Drake? Probably quite a lot of people.
Which Drake are we talking about? Hip hop superstar or?
No.
Right. I think that's kind of
Let's
it.
call it. Let's call it there.
So thank you for tuning in, guys. If you haven't tuned into one of our streams before, click that follow button so you can get notified when we do our streams. We've kind of reduced it lately, but
I've reduced it a bit. But we still got a stream team going on. Our stream team are powering through, the legends that they are.
And then some of them have been in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys.
It is. It's always lovely to see you.
And as always, keep giving your feedback to us on the Steam forums, tweet us, Facebook, all the usual places.
All the YouTubes and stuff like that.
But that's going to do it for today. Thank you, Stegs.
Thank you, KP.
For bringing the knowledge.
I've got it. It's all up here.
Now he's going to forget it soon after.
And on the paper.
Have yourselves a good night. Peace.
So who's out there, TAC officer? We have some undesirables knocking on our door. I have hostile ships capturing our base. Damage control, we've got criticals everywhere. Buy us time. They've seen us.
Jump destination. Success. Hit them now for maximum damage.
Shoot them out of the sky. Alert! Prepare for blink. Major systems offline. Bye-bye, Red Bag.
Enemy ship now vulnerable.
spotted. We're dead.
Cohort set. Ready when you are.
Defend the base with all we got.
Now's our chance, while their defenses are down.
Time to cause a ruckus, people.
Target is marked. Open fire.
Engines offline.
Target spotted and marked. Hit them hard while we can. Now fire on that target. Now that's the way to do it. Woohoo! You took that guy apart.
Target location confirmed. Awaiting further orders.